This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so the major roles will be these two: implementation function consultant and then support consultant. These are the two roles majorly. Being a dynamics functional consultant, the major roles are these two roles. One is implementation consultant, another one is support consultant. Implementation consultant, if it is an implementation consultant, you should learn like this. What it means, you need to learn all the topics. You need to learn all the topics horizontally. Horizontally here it means like you need to aware of all the functions in dynamics. All the functions means the topics, major topics, all the major topics, whatever it is there, this all topics you should know about dynamics AX implementation consultant. Because if client is asking whether this is available or not, forget about how it is working inside. At least that functionalities, those functionalities are exist or not exist, how far it is exist, at least you need to be able to answer. Implementation consultant. Support consultant roles will be like this. Of course, horizontal also it will be there. Support consultant will be, roles will be like this. Means you need to understand depth about that functionality. You need to understand about the depth about the functionality. What it means, you will get an issue. You will receive an issue from the client, from the business users. You are going to receive an issue. Then you need to verify one by one depth inside about that specific issue, and you need to provide the solution to the business users. Of course, both sides it is important for both roles, but the major important role is like for support consultant. If it is issues happened, you need to verify different kind of scenarios in depth about that issue. You need to analyze differently, and then you need to answer or you need to provide the solution. It may be developer presence is required sometimes, otherwise it may be a set of issues or something. Okay, so both roles are important in real-time scenario. Okay, we'll discuss these 2 points later inside. In depth we are going to discuss. Next one is business analyst. Business analyst is actually majorly documentation. In the business side, whenever if you are having a business, if you are working for business side, like apart from the users, you are going to be a business analyst role, particularly not in India, particularly in abroad. If you are in UK, USA, Canada, Australia kind of thing, business analyst role is most important, because the requirements will be collected from the business people and they will document properly in a proper manner, and then you are going to discuss with functional people, whoever is implementing. Okay, and pre-sales. Here pre-sales means, suppose there is one client is interested to purchase this dynamics F&O. This dynamics F&O, one client is looking for ERP. Just he is comparing with SAP, Oracle Apps, Dynamics AX, Dynamics F&O, and some other 2-3 applications are there. He is comparing. Then you need to provide the maximum benefits from Dynamics F&O. Of course, every product has their limitations. Okay, each product will have their own limitations. Rather than minus points, you need to try to focus on positive points to the client. It may be they have given for 1 hour or 1/2 an hour or whatever it may be. You need to present the information to the in front of the client in a proper manner. So majorly this role will be like senior people only can play. Junior people, it is complex, because instantly we need to give answers to the questions, like questions asked by top management, particularly whenever they are thinking for this application, whether I need to go with the Dynamics F&O or not, then decision will be taken care by CFO, CEO, managing directors kind of people, a bunch of top management people are there. In that case, of course, salespersons will be there. Along with salesperson, sometimes officially they may require some kind of experts in Dynamics F&O. Then we'll go along with them and we'll present this information to the like business people in a maybe a short span of time. It may be 1 hour, it may be half an hour, it may be 2 hours. In that short span of time, you need to present in a such a way that to impress them. So these roles are very less, to be frankly, for our responsibility, but it is there is a chance like you may play this pre-sales activity. This pre-sales activity and business analyst role, these two roles are communications as well as product. You should both, in both areas you should be strong. One is in communication skills and another one is like product knowledge. If you have strong in these two areas, then only you can play this these roles, little bit uh, complex roles. Okay, pre-sales means before going to implement, before taking the decision, you are attending in front of the business people, top management. Business analyst is like users, you are interacting with users and you are collecting the information from the users properly in such a way that you are going to make a document properly. So here business analyst is the documentation role is most important. So you should be very strong in vocabulary, communication skills. Okay, test engineer. So occasionally it may require you can become a test engineer. Means if it is enhancement is happened, the functionality enhancements happened, one module is not exist or sub module is not exist, then we need to do it will be enhancement will be happened. So test engineer roles will be different. Sometimes this test engineers, it is not product based, it may be if you are going with the tools, then there will be some tools. With that help of the tools you are going to verify this product. At that time it may be Dynamics AX, it may be some other ERPs as well. Okay, little bit different, but this test engineer roles also sometimes it is important. So one is first role is pre-sales, to be frankly. Actually in the implementation, if you look at this one, implementation, pre-sales is the first one. Next role is business analyst. So I don't think so like junior people, uh, you will not get opportunity to work on these two roles initially. You are going to work on these two roles, the major roles like implementation consultant, functional consultant, or support consultant, otherwise test engineer. So test engineer is a in implementation, these three like test engineer is a part of your implementation, it may be. Okay, these are the two roles you are going to play a lot in real time scenario. Okay, fine. So let us understand the implementation methodology in general. There are so many methodologies, but high level, say implementation methodologies are different from one company to another company. But major implementation methodologies is whatever it is there, like majority clients what they will follow. I'm just generalizing and I'm showing you. It may be different to different company. Okay, the first one is requirement gathering. Requirement gathering. What is this requirement gathering? What is this requirement gathering? Requirement gathering means here you are going to collect the information from the customer. You're from the client. You are going to collect the information in a raw data. In a raw data, like it is generalized questions. Like from each module, you are going to ask the business people, users, key users or end users, whoever it may be. So usually there will be two terms, key users and end users. So end users means a kind of accountants, data entry operators, and key users means managers. Example I'm telling you. So these are generalized words. It may be different. It is not exact words. So key users means suppose accountants. Here key user means accounts manager. It's not like exact meaning. For understanding purpose, I'm giving examples. Okay, it may be different, but you need to understand the words like key users and end users also. Okay, end users means who is actually feeding the data. Key users may be like a kind of monitoring, and as well as they will enter the data. Okay, fine. So and one more thing, let me explain the design as structure from the for the implementation. So before going to start this one, I want to tell you, I want to tell you one more thing. Suppose there will be two teams always implementation. One is partner team, another one is client team. From partners, there will be one project manager. Partners where you are implementing, example like TCS, Wipro, or Infosys, Accenture, Godrej, Hitachi. There are many companies in the market. So from these companies, software companies called terminology partner side, Microsoft partners, Microsoft partner team. This team is going to implement the product, and client team means here wherever you are implementing this product, wherever you are implementing this product. So from client team also one project manager will be there. One project manager will be there. Then based on the big or small, it may be one functional lead, one functional lead. Next one is finance functional consultants, SCM functional consultant. SCM means here it is trade and logistics also, both are same. And a production consultant, that means SCM production consultant. Minimum one person will be there. In general, from finance one person, SCM for one person, SCM production one person. These three persons at least. It depending upon the situations, it may be huge, maybe 3, 4, 5 members also. That depends upon the big or how big it is implementation of the project. Okay, and then one like a technical lead. One technical lead means from developer side, technical consultant lead one person will be there. In general, at least minimum to minimum 5 to 10 technical consultants will be there. For even small product also, we need 5 to 10 members. It may be a combination of juniors and seniors. Okay, this will be a big team like this. At least minimum one functional consultant from finance, one is from SCM, one is from production. If it is required some project management and accounting, then it is different. If it is retail, it is different. Okay, generalized minimum requirement I'm telling you, and technical people also. This is a group of Microsoft partners. From Microsoft partners, this team. Microsoft partners team means here where you are implementing, where you are working. Hitachi, Accenture, Godrej, whatever the companies. Okay, and wherever you are implementing, project manager, and then next you are going to discuss with majorly the teams like accounts manager, sales manager, procurement manager, and then stores manager. Next, it is maybe different, maybe people and actual users, that is, as I told you, end users. So whenever you are implementing, the major challenge is communication, coordination, and cooperation. These are my own words. Okay, these are my own words, these three words: communication, coordination, cooperation, and ego problems. Because of this, majority projects will be failed. Majority projects will be failed because of this proper communication, miscommunication, misunderstanding. Okay, so this is most important: communication, coordination, cooperation. So the major, these things will be handled by major. Of course, everyone is responsible to make the product success implementation, but the major responsibilities are from project managers from both sides. Project manager from implementation side and project manager from client side. They should be communicate each other. Suppose you are playing this role, functional consultant role. Okay, in this role, what happens? Suppose you are interacting with one user. So he is telling like conflict messages. Sometimes yes, sometimes no, something statements. Then you need to coordinate with immediately your project manager, and otherwise you need to discuss with your lead or project manager. First, you need to try to minimize the conflicts with the users. Sometimes what happened, sales user like sales order creation consultant, like sales orders are entering by business people, salesperson who is doing that sales entry, he is telling something, and uh, accounts department people are telling something, it is conflicting. Then you need to discuss with internally with the project manager, this team, to like minimize that conflicts. Otherwise you need to discuss with your lead and your project manager. So implementation, whenever you are implementing, coordination, cooperation, and as well as communication. In time, you need to first, you need to discuss with orally. If it is delaying, don't delay. Furthermore, send an email across. So this is happening, so that you will not get blamed. If it is dragging for 1 week, 10 days, ultimately it will impact the project. If it is impacting the project, it will be blamed to you. They will blame you, each and everyone. So initially 1 or 2 days, don't send aggressively emails for everything. That is also most dangerous. But discuss with the users properly. And if it is conflicting, then if it is 1 or 2 days, if it is not cleared the issues while discussing, at that time you need to send a mail across. At least you need to intimate to your team, your lead and your manager, this is happening like this. So the why it will come this kind of things, because while implementing this product, so many whatever they are doing in the old product, they are already using some other ERP, some other ERP. That ERP, in that ERP there may be some loopholes. That loopholes will come into the picture, and will be so it is not like all. For some projects it may be, there is a chance like it will be come out that issues. Then it will create for their sustainability users. So usually their business people, or whoever is going to implement, they will not be interested in new product, because from last 5 years, last 10 years, they are using already, they are habituated to that product, and they will, resistance will come a lot. So you need to convince and you need to explain properly. Okay, of course it is boring as I told you, but it is fact. This is the fact. Fine. So these are the teams, and these are the different teams. Now the first one is requirement gathering. Requirement gathering means what are the functions they are doing. You need to understand closely with the business people. What are they doing day-to-day life? In day-to-day life, what are they doing? Then you need to make a document. Then once it is done, then you need to write a functional design document. Functional design document, FDD. Functional design document, you need to prepare a functional design document, FDD. One second. Functional design document and business design document, BDD. Functional design document, business document. One second, I did not. Fine. So functional design document means here, this is requirement gathering means it is raw information. Whatever users are doing that one, you are going to collect that one in a book notebook, or so usually I will follow one physical notebook, or many people they will follow notepad or something, word document, whatever it may be, you are writing. Okay, requirement gathering. Functional design document or business design document means here a business requirement document will be there, BRD. So what it means, you are going to make a document in a proper manner, like each module wise. Within finance, we have accounts receivable module, we have accounts payable module, we have cash and bank module, we have general ledger module. So you are segregating properly and you are making in a proper manner. That is functional design document or business requirement document. Then after that, from this, you are going to make three differently. One is one second, let me design this one. Just give me 1 second. In this, you are going to make three documents. Next one is I need to prepare first one before this, and then from that we need to prepare fit gap analysis. Fit gap analysis. Okay. From this, we are going to make it three. One is fit. For fit, whatever it is there, you are going to prepare a SDD, solution design document. For fit, you are going to create solution design document. Okay, for gap you are preparing, there are two options. One is FDD, functional design document. Another one is out of scope. What it means? The fit means the fit gap, fit document is, suppose they are doing invoice. In that, sales order to invoice the process, whatever it is there in Dynamics AX or Dynamics F&O, whatever it is the functionalities we are doing, that functionality you are making a screenshots and you are preparing a user manual kind of thing. Solution document is a very big document. With the screenshots you are going to explain to the business people in a proper manner. Okay, functional design document means here, for whatever it is gap is there, for that gaps what we will do, we will discuss with the business people whether they want development or not. Sometimes they don't want, because that is depending upon the commercials. For the money, based on the commercials, they may not take the decision. Sometimes they want this product, that functionality as well, or if they don't want, then we can skip it. So some are out of scope, some are it is scope, and we need to do a development on some functionality, that is functional design document. Okay, for majorly whatever it is available in the system, that is functional, like solution design document, SDD. This solution design document means it is each and every function, whatever it is available in Dynamics AX, how it is working, you need to make a document and you need to provide the information to your business people. It is a kind of user manual. It is a kind of user manual. Okay, for technical design document, sorry, functional design document, it will be created one more, it will be handed over to technical people, then it will be created technical design document. TDD, technical design document. This is functional design document, FDD. Sorry, this is not functional design document, FDD. It is the naming convention I missed, sorry. Business requirement document. BRD or functional requirement document. Sometimes they will use the functional requirement document, sometimes they will use BRD, requirement document, FRD. These are the words. This is functional design document, FDD. So our roles will be normal roles. This is the major role you are going to play, functional design document. Okay, I will give you some sample example on this one, functional design document. Based on this one, you are going to create technical design document. You means, sorry, it is not you, it is developers. Developers, they will write technical design document. After that, development. Development. And then testing. Testing. And then here, you need to collect master data collection. Master data collection. Next, user acceptance test. User acceptance test. It is called UAT. Okay, so the terminologies may be keep on changing, being time to time. It may be people may use different words, but this is the major role, major process. I'm just giving you explanation. Okay, here user acceptance test, and then before this training also will be happened. Okay, then pre go live, and then go live, post go live, next support or AMC, annual maintenance contract. Annual maintenance contract. Okay, so this is the hierarchy. So to be frankly, you are following like this. So it's not whether it should be followed by the same manner. No, this is the best practice I'm telling you. It may be vary from one client to another client or one implementation to another implementation, but regularly whatever I'm following, I have given explanation like this. Okay, so your role will be here. It is most important. Your role will be functional design document. Functional design document is the most important. This requirement gathering and business requirement document, sometimes if you are in particularly Gulf region or APAC region, you may play this one, otherwise you may not. This role is majorly sometimes it will be played by business analysts. Business analysts, they will collect from their business properly, it may be. So here, as I told you, sometimes business analyst may be from the client side or maybe from the implementation side also, it may be exist. So the major roles are this regarding this documentation. Openly if I speak, I'm boring about this documentation, this one up to this requirement gathering, business requirement gathering and business requirement document or functional requirement document. I'm not interested. You are making some hundreds of pages. You are writing a code like a functionality here in this. Once fit gap analysis, from this fit gap analysis, because from the business requirement document you are going to arrive, they may ask anything in this. In this, there may be your the business people, they may ask anything, but in the fit gap analysis you are going to tell clearly to the business people, this is available, this is available, this is not available. You are going to classify their requirements in a proper manner in this business analysis, sorry, fit gap analysis. From here you are proceeding further. So your role will be start from here majorly if you are a implementation functional consultant. Otherwise, support consultant. Support consultant means already go live is over and they are using, business people are using application, and whenever they found some it is not working properly, they will approach you, they will create a ticket, and if they want a new changes, then it is change request will be initiated. This is called CR, change requests. Change request. So that means CRs. So already they are using the application, they want some changes, and then they will ask for development. So you are making a one document, change request document, and you are submitting to your developers. Then developers will work on this ticket, these changes. So for functional consultants, one is functional design document or change request. These two documents will be the major important. Okay, technical design document will be developed by developers. Development is done, and then testing and master data collection. So here, what are the, in general, how many servers will be maintained by client? Always one is production server. Sometimes they will use live server, that is live environment. So the actual word is live environment. Sometimes they will use production environment, server or environment. And then one is UAT server or pre-go live. So pre-live something they will use the word UAT environment. Next one is development server. In between, test environment may exist or may not be. And then standalone system. I mean to say standard application without any customizations. So usually client will maintain these 5 servers. Sometimes this development server may be maintained by, instead of a client, may be maintained by our partner side. So this live environment, UAT environment and test environment must be maintained by client team. And this dev environment, sometimes client team, sometimes partner may also be maintained. Sometimes they will give, sometimes they may not give. And standalone system, standard environment means the application without any customization, whatever it is there, it will be. Because if they want to verify whether the issue is occurring for because of this custom code or standard, they need to verify. So usually this 5 servers will be maintained. 5 servers will be maintained. Okay, now user acceptance test means, here testing means functional consultants, being functional consultant, we need to test that information, whatever it was developed by these developers. And here user acceptance test means the business people, they will test with their data. Here with the sampling data you are testing. In this business people with their business data, they will validate the application. Pre-go live means before going live, you need to have so many activities. One is master data collection, another one is opening balances. Opening balances collection and import, and master data collection. These are the 2 areas. It is one of the biggest tasks for implementation. Okay, so this is the implementation methodology. Of course, I will give you more explanation about this functional design document after some time. Change request, these two I will give you some more insights about what is this means. Remaining all are clear, are you able to understand, or at least high level information. Of course, whenever you are implementing, whenever you are joined in the company, you are going to learn in depth, but you should know at least these words. Okay, any doubt or any clarification required? Is it clear, or any doubts? Anyone, please? Okay, I hope it is clear. So next is like master data collection. What is this here, master data collection? Means you need to collect, if you are a finance consultant, you need to collect chart of accounts or main accounts or chart of accounts. What are the chart of accounts the business people they are using? So in the application, whatever you are looking, it is a sample data. It is not the actual data, whatever you are practicing in USMF company. In USMF company or whatever the companies it is there, sample data is available in USMF or DMF, whatever the companies, you are finding chart of accounts. That chart of accounts is not the actual chart of accounts. You need to collect the information from the client. What are the actual chart of accounts they are using? And you need to collect customer accounts. And you need to collect vendor accounts. Customer accounts and vendor accounts also you need to collect. Next, item masters, items or item master, and then item groups and item model groups. Like this, there are many things you need to collect. This is T&L, of course. In the, above this one, terms of payment, methods of payment, methods of payment. Like this, there are plenty of masters. Whatever you are practicing, whenever you are practicing, whatever you are going to do it, those all those things you need to collect from the business people. What is the terms of payment? What is methods? What are the methods of payment? What is the payment schedules? There are many things inside you need to collect. Okay, whatever you are practicing till now and whatever you are going to learn like in another 1 month, whatever it is you are going to learn, all those things you need to collect master data related to do. Suppose if I want to do a vendor payment or customer payment, vendor invoice, all those things if you want to do, already the existing master data should be there. Example, bank accounts. So all these things should be exist, then only they can start practicing the system. Okay, so the prerequisites, if they want to do a vendor payment or vendor invoice or vendor payment or customer invoice or customer payment or general any transaction, if they want to do it, they need prerequisites. Those all those things you need to collect from the customer or from the client. This is a part of finance. It is not only this one. What is the fiscal calendar? Everything. Of course, you know, if you are in India, it is April to March. If you are in, suppose USA, it may be Jan to December. It may be July to June. Microsoft will follow July to June. Accenture will follow August to September 1st to August 31st. Some companies in Europe, some companies, they will follow from November 1st to October 30th, October 31st. Some companies I saw June 29th to 9 to June 28th. They are following. So each and every country will follow different fiscal calendar, that you need to understand. Like everything you need to collect, and you need to make a document, and you need to take approvals from the business people whether my understanding is correct or not. So this is one of the most important. Sometimes in some clients, particularly small clients, rather than these things, they will start master data along with this one. Here itself, requirement gathering, along with requirement gathering, they will collect master data. This is not the best practice, but for quick and best for fast implementation, if you want, you can start with here itself along with requirement gathering. Try to start master data. From the master data, you will find so many new fields. You can ask what is this, what is this. From that, they will explain the functionality. Okay, rather than waiting here. Some clients, they will start requirement gathering, functionality, as well as master data collection. So in the master data collection, you will understand so many things. Okay, item master, item groups, item model groups, storage dimension groups, how they want, tracking dimension groups, how they want, product dimension groups, what are the combinations they want. There are many things you are going to collect, whether they want reservation or not. So in so many things you are going to understand. So all those things you need to collect from the client. Okay, and mandatory customizations you need to do. At least the first most important is sales order invoice. It is must, you need to do a customization. 90% clients, they will ask customization on sales order invoice or customer invoice, because this document you are going to you are going to provide to your uh, people, business people, I mean to say, sorry, your clients. That means here client is providing invoice document to their customers. So this customer invoice document or sales order invoice document is most important. It is must, you need to do a customization. So the first most document is customer invoice document, you need to collect from the client. So here let me show you how it will be. So this is the document. There are many documents. So the first most important for you is this document you need to collect from the client, and you need to understand what exactly this fields one by one, and you need to make the arrangements. Of course, it is available in the system whenever you are doing a sales order invoice. If you go sales order invoice, it is available already. That may not be sufficient for the client wherever you are implementing. Customer invoice is most important, you need to collect. And before this, in this, number sequence is also most important. Number sequences you need to collect. You need to collect number sequences. Okay, so what are the number sequences they want? Means what it means. Suppose vendor in the system, if you are creating a vendor, it is showing something like, see here, US001, or sometimes it is customers is 005 something. How they want customer number sequence, or sales order number sequence, how they want. Okay, number sequence also important. And invoice here, as I told you, invoice. So already it is available, the invoice copy. While generating invoice, if you take a print checkbox, it will be generated invoice. Okay, this, and you can click on this invoice, and it will be available by default, one invoice copy. Give me 1 second. I'll show you. So here, if you click here, original preview, it will show you the invoice copy. Are you able to hear me now? Hello?
Yeah, yes, sir, we can hear you. No
Okay.
issues.
Okay, because some people are facing some challenges. Malaika, Chaitanya, and Pandu is facing challenges. Okay, first time whenever you are generating invoice copy, it will take some time. So this is the invoice copy. This is invoice copy. So in general, this copy should be customized as per the client requirement. Okay. Okay. So not only this one, you need to collect not only customer invoice. The minimum first requirement is this one. Second one is purchase order printout, customer invoice, purchase order, and even sometimes it is delivery slip, packing slip also. So you need to show the existing print formats, and then you need to do a customization if it is required. So customer like sales order print format, and then packing slip print format, and then invoice print format, purchase order print format, and product receipt and invoice is not required. Vendor side invoice, you are going to receive invoice from the vendor, simply you are updating, that is for your internal purpose, so that is not required. So usually, I mean to say, sales order, packing slip, invoice, and purchase order, these printouts in general we will do a customization based on the requirement, these four. Apart from that one, if it is required, remaining requirement gathering, where sorry, RFQ, whatever it is generating, that also if they are using more a lot, then you can generate, otherwise it is not required. And sales quotations, sometimes you are sending sales quotations to your customers a lot, then I want a beautiful report format, then you can use it. Okay, so this print formats is also one of the important topic. You need to collect from the customers, from the client, and you need to make a document. Another one is reports. You need to collect the reports. So whatever the reports available in the Dynamics AX, not only Dynamics, for any ERP, whatever I'm explaining this one, it is not only for Dynamics AX, for any ERP implementation. Okay, so reports is most important. So reports also you need to collect. Already whatever they are using some reports, you need to study that one, and you need to make changes as per the requirement, and you need to ask the developer to do it. reports, print formats. You are not going to do any development. Developer will do it, but you are making, you are a coordinator between developer and okay, print formats and reports you need to collect. It is one of the biggest challenge for you for collecting. Sometimes what happened, users will be there, keep on busy. I'm busy now, I'm busy now. They will not spend time to with you to provide the details. So this is one of the area, it will be dragged a lot, and because of this, like implementation may be delayed. So these things actually in many clients, after this one only they will start, that is functional design document. But some clients, they will start from here, master data. First they will try to start training to the users application. They will give free hand to the business users to post some transactions. Then they will habituate to this product. Then they will come to you, whatever it is the issues or something. Okay, so reports also one of the important, you need to do a customization. Minimum customization is customer invoice, customer payment, customer invoice, purchase order, print format. These two are, because this customer invoice you are going to issue to your the client is issuing to their clients, customers, I mean to say their customers. So this is important, and this is also important. Not only this one, and journals also, like vendor payment, customer payment. So vendor payment, so whenever you are doing a vendor payment, that print documents also it may be there. So what it means, till now you have not aware of that one. Let me show you. If it is a vendor payment, there will be a document for the printing. Suppose posted one, I'm showing you posted transactions. So for this, let me take the latest one which we have created. The newest to oldest, then it will show the latest one which we have posted. Go to lines. So you can take a printout, print the journals. So it will take 1 minute time, because one time it is generated. Now click OK. It will show you the print format of the journal. This is also one document. Payment journal document printout. So here also it may be they need some changes. If it is required, if it is standard is enough for them, that is fine. If they want some fields should be added or something, it should be moved from this side to this side and this side to this side, they will give you some instructions. You need to take work on that one. Reports also. Okay, clear till now? Whatever I have discussed, any more doubts? Any doubts in between? Fine. So I understood now. It is clear for you. Now give me 1 second. I'm stopping recording for 1 minute. I'm stopping sharing. I will share you with you one document. Give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. They're doing some changes. So I'm stopping recording also.
This conference will now be recorded.
Fine. So here, each customer balance in accounts receivable, you will find each customer balance. The total customer balance you will find it is like 1,300 something. Is suppose 20,000 plus 25, 45, 60,000. Only 3 customers. Now the total amount is showing 58,000. So you will not use customer balances in ledger accounts. You will find 110, 110, one bank account something. It is 25, or suppose 2,15,000. Another cash balance, it is 25,000. Like this, you will collect the information, and in the same manner, 210, 100. This is accounts payable, domestic, something example. Here it is 5,18,000 something. This is credit balance. Okay, this total sum of this assets, total debits. Here total credits should be tallied at any point of time. Okay, total debits and total credits should be tallied always. You able to hear me now? Are you able to hear me? Is it clear, my voice?
Yeah, yes, sir. Your
Yeah.
voice is clear. No.
So here the each customer balance, it is they are giving like in the accounts receivable side 60,000. Total domestic balance they are giving, total trial balance should be tallied. So total debits and credits should be tallied, this 58,000. Who will tally this one with this one? Whose responsibility? Being a functional consultant, can we tally this one? This is total amount is suppose 20 lakhs. This also 20 lakhs. It is tallied. If you enter 58,000, if you enter 60,000, it is not tallying. So if the trial balance is tallied, debits and credits, this amount is not tallying with this amount. If I change this one to 60,000, it is becoming 20 lakhs 2,000. So who will do this reconciliation? Whose responsibility? Being a functional consultant, can we do something? Understood, Anita and Pandu. If you are suppose being a finance consultant, you cannot tally. You cannot tally. So this should be handled by accountants. If I am a consultant, I will not take this balance. Then it will be decreased that amount. I will take these balances. So I will remove this 130,100. Whatever is there, this balance it is 58,000. I will not enter this one in the system. I will not enter this one. Okay. So why I will not enter? I am entering this customer balances directly. The sum of the balances is, so in this case, trial balance will not be tallied. Let it trial balance, miss it. So while doing implementation, subledger balances try to collect, ledger balance remove that one. Subledger ledger account, the summary account. Okay, this account remove while implementing, while opening balances. In the same manner, inventory balance, it is 140,200. It is suppose 16 lakhs 80,000. This is custom like inventory balance. Here item 1, it is 500, like 20 quantity, each one is 500. Item 2, 20 quantity, 15 quantity, each one is 1000. So the sum is this multiply with this one. In the same manner, this multiply with this one. Like this, total inventory value is, if I validate, it is showing 15 lakhs 65,000. This is quantity. This is price of the cost price or landed cost, and this is the total amount. Now the grand total is like this. If I calculate 15 lakhs 65,000. Then in the inventory value, it is showing 16 lakhs 80,000. Who will tally this one? The major challenge while implementing, this is the biggest challenge, because if our normal accounts, the total debits and total credits you are entering here. Okay, I will enter like this. I will remove these balances. Then trial balance will not be tallied. Leave it. So try to collect this balances, total inventory value, each quantity and price. So usually for customer balances, there will not be complex like this. In general, 90% will be tallied, 95% to 98% it will be tallied. This one will be failed a lot. So don't collect total inventory value 140,100 or 140,200, whatever the balance is there. Don't collect this one from the finance. From finance, don't collect. Collect these balances and enter these balances.
But sir,
Yeah.
sometimes the customer they need not they may not be very comfortable in sharing this actual information, right?
It's not sharing.
That is one challenge.
No, it is not like sharing here. So if it is, not, they are not going to share this information. You are going to sit in their environment and you are going to work on this one. Otherwise, if they themselves they are doing, that is not an issue for you.
But we need to tell them to keep a note of these things.
Yes,
Is that
exactly.
how it will be?
Yeah.
Because
If it
they
is,
may
if it is,
because their actual finances they may not give it to us because they will say we will only do it. So, but we need to as a consultant we need to inform them to at least keep a track of that. Would that be right?
exactly, you are right. If it is a very, very large organization, a very monopoly clients, they will not share their data. Of course, I
Hmm.
understood. Like that is very, very large organizations. If they don't want to share their data, yes, they can keep it with them. They are going to do it themselves. Then it is a big challenge. If it is a small, like a medium scale of organizations, if it is a medium scale organizations, then they will share that this data also. They are sharing at that time, as I told you, like this sum of these totals should be tallied with the inventory value, 140 100 to or 200 whatever you are entering. This should be tallied. So
Hmm.
because this task sometimes it will be on functional consultant, because if I have entered like 1 lakh, suppose this amount I need to enter, I have entered, then trial balance is tallying. If it is 16 lakhs 80,000, trial balance is telling, because trial balance has account this one, but each and every item sum is not equal to this amount. So this tallying is, they will pressurize you to tally this value. They will put pressure to you to tally this one. I cannot do this one. Accountant and the stores department, they need to coordinate each other, and they need to arrive the balances. Agree with me?
Yeah, true. That is there, but yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
getting that coordination becomes a
If,
challenge. Yeah.
yeah, if they are doing themselves, they are not going to share this information to you, then it is you are in the safe zone or safe mode. Okay. But if in case,
Mm.
if they are giving, providing, whenever I am implementing, at that time I face these challenges, I know. So this sum of this total quantity value, total quantity with price, total amount is will not be tallied. These two will not be tallied. If I enter 15 lakhs 65,000 something here, trial balance will be failed. If
Uh,
I'm entering directly
uh,
this amount, trial balance will be tallied, but these two are not tallying. Yes, Sanita, please. Yes.
okay. So now in the scenarios where they don't want to share, so is it expected like we provide them a document because they may not be familiar with the dynamics, right? So how do we tackle those kind of situations? They don't want to
So
share,
it's
they want to do it themselves. So will that come as
so
part of
then
user training or how it will get taken?
yeah, so 99% in this case they will struggle themselves. They are doing, yeah, it is not required, they themselves struggle, and if they come back to you, you can provide the information in advance. If you want to provide the information, yes, you can provide the information. If you don't want, if they are not asking something, they will struggle. Definitely, if it is not telling, they will come to you. Then you need to provide the clarifications why it is. If it is a, this amount is entering directly, trial balance will not be tallied. If you are entering this amount, it will, trial balance will be tallied, but these two will not be tallied. So you need to provide the clarifications in a proper manner to the business people.
Okay, okay. And one more
Mm,
thing I wanted to ask. Now
mm,
this for any ERP implementation, ideally this information should be
mm.
gathered. But at times we may not actually have a finance consultant. So normally in a
Mm.
project, primarily it will be more of an SCM consultant who will be
No,
onboarded first.
no, no.
So
It should be finance and
uh,
SCM together. Always it should be finance and SCM together. If only on SCM consultant is onboarding, it is a challenge for you.
uh,
Definitely, it is a challenge. That is not
okay.
the best practice. That is not the best practice. It should be both together. Finance and SCM consultant should be joint to start. Otherwise, one person who is having both finance and SCM knowledge.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, sir. Yeah.
That is the
Okay.
best.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, welcome. So here one is inventory values, because all customer balances are subledgers, all vendor balances are subledgers. That is fine. Usually there will not be any problem in the customer balances and vendor balances. And another one is bank balances also. In the bank, whatever it is there, that will be updated. So 99% this will be balances will be tallied. The major challenges is fixed assets and inventory value. These two will not be tallied. The subledger balances, some of the subledger balances should be tallied with the ledger balance. Each fixed asset balance, some should be posted to one account in the, I have not explained fixed assets. You are going to learn this one later. It is 180 something fixed assets value. So the sum of the fixed asset value should be tallied to ledger account and the fixed asset value. Here fixed asset value means one, like a system one, computer one, building two, building three, laptop one, laptop two, laptop three, something, the fixed assets will be there. So all sum of the fixed assets balances should be tallied with the fixed asset balance, sum of the fixed asset balance and inventory balance. So these two balances should be tallied. This is one of the area that biggest task for particularly finance consultant. So if you are implementing, then this sum of the totals should not be tallied with the ledger account. You need to work on this one. Okay, so my suggestion is, I will not take, if it is a subledger balances, I will not take the balances from the finance. I will take from the subledgers each fixed asset. I will update here. In this case, it will be trial balance will be failed, no issues. So this is one of the biggest challenge for implementation. Biggest challenge. Okay. Any more clarifications here? Okay. So
So
it is
there,
look like,
Avik.
yeah. Yes, please, Avik.
Hi. So I have so in some cases, what you have seen is that in some of the companies, they will not do their complete reconciliation on a regular basis,
Yes.
and they will not have their um, the financials prepared. If you have the financials prepared, then doing the tally, doing the putting that information in the system is not challenging. You just have to put it as of date, right?
Yes.
But in most of the cases, these guys are not prepared. So is that recommended? That I'm just, from your experience, I just wanted to know that when you said that to expedite things, maybe you can prepare requirement gathering step. You start preparing the business requirement document, right? During that phase, is it advisable to tell your client that start working on your financials and keep it ready?
Last point, I'm not clear, like what exactly that means. What is your intention to here? Yeah.
Let's say we go ahead and after the pre-sales, we finalize everything that we are going to go ahead and implement for this client. We are going to go ahead and implement the ERP.
Yes. Yes.
So during the initial phase, isn't it a better process to go ahead and tell them that why don't you start preparing your financials, say November 30th, so that we can go ahead and input the data, as per December 1st?
No, it is not that much so simple, because see, in the requirement gathering and business requirement document, the cycle is, it will be a span of 1 year to 2 years. Sometimes, of course, it is a fastest, it may be 6 months. It may be 6 months. At least in particularly in abroad like USA or Canada or UK or Australia kind of thing, definitely it will be a process of at least minimum 1 year to 2 years. This entire cycle. Okay, and here in this business requirement document, you are explaining to the customer like the sales order, purchase order, and everything. Here, whenever you are explaining, whenever you are collecting the information, they cannot visualize what you are speaking, and whatever you are speaking, they cannot visualize. So in this case, that is the reason this training on users. So usually many clients, big organizations, to be frankly, big organizations, they will not start this training on the users, like training to the users. But small organizations, so I'm telling you, small organizations failure rate is less. Whereas big organizations, they will do the follow the process. So my suggestion is, start training the users about this product rather than here in this here only, and parallelly do this one, parallelly do this requirement gathering. Here business requirement document means, in the sales order, what are the fields it will be there, in invoice what it will be, high level information you are capturing. In this, the users may not give the actual picture to you, but majority times it will be failed in this area if you are not done documentation properly. Of course, this requirement document, if they are the business users, or sorry, business analysts from the client side, this will be, if the people are there from the client side, you are happy. Your responsibility will be come down definitely. If it is required you to do it, it is a big task. Okay, particularly kind of IBM people, they will do a lot of business analysis kind of thing. IBM people, I'm telling you the different kind. So here business analysis or business analyst roles are most important whenever you are implementing. Of course, in APAC region and Gulf region, this is a very least priority in this. But abroad, particularly Europe countries and UAE, like sorry, Europe and USA and Canada, this kind of American countries, this is the most important. So majority times this business analysts are from the client side. Then if they do it this documentation properly, that will be good for you. Sometimes this analysis phase itself, it will take 3-4 months to 6 months also. So in this stage, my side, yeah, yes, please, and yeah, Avik, tell me.
No, I completely understand, and the life cycle, it runs at least 1 year if it's a very small project. But my question is that during this requirement gathering phase, if you say that to expedite that, let's go ahead and collect the master data, right? If you start gathering and training and but you cannot go ahead. So what you mean to say is that train on demo data rather than the master data. Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly,
okay.
You're right.
Okay. So
yeah. So then they can visualize what is the application. You can provide the demo training and demo data, and parallel you are going to collect the master data. These two tasks, if you start, this will be, you will be in a safe zone. You like means the users can understand the application, and parallelly whatever you are asking, they will respond properly. This because as per the process wise, very big organizations, you cannot go ahead this process directly as per the business, as per the suppose Accenture or Microsoft or some big organizations like Infosys kind of companies, you cannot approach for master data, and you cannot provide training to users directly before completing this process. There will be challenges, approvals, and so there will be so many things. If it is a small organizations, they will start this one so that they can visualize they can visualize business people, they will visualize the whatever you are speaking, and they will give maximum information during this documentation. Am I right, Avik?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. And
yeah.
in as a finance consultant, going through the books of your client, you are supposed to work as an auditor rather than an accountant.
Absolutely, you're right. Absolutely, you're right. So it's a kind of, you are analyzing the entire data. Yes, it is. It will be equal to auditing. Auditing is more about the calculations, but not here calculations, the process.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So as I told you, like the major challenges is this area, fixed assets and inventory balances. In general, it will not be tallied. It is a big challenge for you. One of the big challenge for this one. So I have given high level complexities while implementation, and particularly for junior people, don't worry. Whenever if you are getting a job with 2 to 3 years of experience or fresher, you will not be placed directly to work on this one. Some senior people will be there, and those people will guide you on this one. So if you are a 2 years of experience, suppose, you will not get chance to work these features directly. Some senior consultant will be there, that under that senior consultant you are going to be a junior consultant, you need to work. So I'm just giving you the high level challenges in reality whenever you are implementing this product. Okay, so I'm stopping here for today. So we'll connect once again tomorrow morning. So this is today topic is a little bit boring, but it is real fact and important for every consultants. That is the reason I have explained. Okay, Anita, particularly Anita, you are asking me from many days, like I want to know the roles and responsibilities. Understood now?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So we'll connect tomorrow, and we'll try to understand about welcome. We'll try to understand about one more topic, inventory closing. Of course, it is a part of T&L, inventory closing process, but it is important for both finance and T&L. Okay, we'll connect tomorrow about inventory closing process, that is closing stock valuation. We'll discuss. Yes, please. Any questions, anyone? Okay, fine. If nothing, then we'll stop here for today. We'll connect once again tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. IST. See you all. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.